In the vast and tumultuous journey of the Earth through time, there are events that emerge with such force and scale that they rewrite the history of our planet. Among these, the Toba supereruption stands out as one of the most impressive episodes. This catastrophic volcanic event, which occurred in ancient times, had enormous consequences not only for the region where it happened, but for the entire globe. The Toba eruption is remembered for its extraordinary violence and the widespread dispersion of ash and gases into the atmosphere, which had devastating effects on the climate and the environment. This phenomenon radically altered the course of natural and human history, making it a topic of great interest and study for those seeking to understand the interaction between extreme natural events and the evolution of life on Earth. The Toba supereruption, which occurred around 74,000 years ago, represents one of the most catastrophic volcanic events in Earth's history, with devastating effects on a global scale. This monumental event took place at what is now Lake Toba, located on the island of Sumatra in Indonesia. The magnitude of this eruption was immense, and its consequences were felt in many aspects of climate, environment, and human populations, making it a subject of great interest for scholars and researchers worldwide. To fully understand the significance of the Toba supereruption, it is useful to explore the geological and environmental context in which it occurred. The Toba volcano is situated within the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for its intense seismic and volcanic activity. This area was characterized by the collision and subduction of tectonic plates, a process that occurs when one tectonic plate slides under another. In Toba's case, the Indo-Australian plate slid beneath the Eurasian plate. This dynamic created the ideal conditions for accumulating vast amounts of magma, which, over millennia, gathered in a large underground chamber. The pressure exerted by the accumulated magma became immense, eventually reaching a critical point where it exploded in a series of incredibly powerful volcanic eruptions. The Toba eruption released approximately 2,800 cubic kilometers of magma, ash, and gas into the atmosphere. This colossal amount of volcanic material formed an impressively large caldera, about 100 kilometers long and 30 kilometers wide. Today, this caldera is occupied by Lake Toba, which is the largest volcanic lake in the world. Lake Toba is not only a monument to the destructive power of nature, but also a testament to the magnitude and scale of extreme volcanic events. The immediate effects of the Toba eruption on the environment and climate were dramatic. The enormous amounts of sulfur dioxide and other volcanic gases emitted during the eruption formed sulfuric acid aerosols in the atmosphere. These aerosols acted as a reflective screen, reducing the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth's surface. This phenomenon caused a significant global cooling, known as a volcanic winter. Average global temperatures dropped by about 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, a change that had profound impacts on the climate. Winters became longer and harsher, while summers were notably shorter. This cooling led to a global agricultural crisis with a significant reduction in crop productivity. The impact was such that some regions of the planet experienced extremely adverse climatic conditions for years. Tropical forests, in particular, suffered a sharp decline, with a significant loss of biodiversity. Flora and fauna, accustomed to a stable climate, were forced to migrate or rapidly adapt to the new climatic conditions. This period of radical change influenced the distribution of species and the composition of ecosystems, with effects that persisted for centuries. One of the most discussed aspects of the Toba eruption was its impact on human populations. Some scholars proposed the hypothesis of a genetic bottleneck, suggesting that the eruption could have drastically reduced the global human population to just a few thousand individuals due to the food crisis resulting from the eruption. However, this hypothesis remains subject to debate. Some recent studies claim that the impact of the eruption might not have been as dramatic as initially thought. The human populations of the time, organized in small groups of hunter-gatherers, may have had greater resilience and adaptability. This would have allowed them to survive and recover without a drastic reduction in their genetic variability. Nevertheless, even if human populations managed to survive, it cannot be denied that the eruption had a significant impact on their daily lives. Communities had to develop new survival strategies, such as diversifying food sources and intensifying hunting and gathering activities. Moreover, The experience of facing extreme environmental conditions may have accelerated the development of more advanced technologies and tools, laying the foundations for innovation and the resilience of future human societies. Today, Lake Toba is one of Indonesia's natural wonders and one of the country's main tourist attractions. Sumatra Island, located in the center of the lake, represents a relief of the caldera itself and is one of the most picturesque and visited places in the region. The scenic beauty of Lake Toba, combined with its geological significance, makes it a place of great interest not only for tourists, but also for scholars. Visitors can enjoy breathtaking views and discover the geological and natural features that make this lake famous. Lake Toba also has significant cultural importance. The surrounding area is inhabited by various ethnic communities, including the Batak, who have a long history and unique culture. The Batak live in traditional villages and have a rich culture that includes dance, music, and crafts. The cultural traditions of the Batak and their connection to Lake Toba offer an additional point of interest for visitors. This cultural connection enriches the experience of tourists and contributes to the appreciation of the region's cultural and natural heritage. Although the Toba volcano shows no signs of imminent eruptive activity, it continues to be closely monitored by volcanologists. The entire region is part of the Ring of Fire, a belt of intense seismic and volcanic activity surrounding the Pacific Ocean. Modern surveillance technologies such as seismology, satellite geodesy, and volcanic gas analysis are used to monitor the volcano and detect any signs of activity. While a supereruption similar to Toba's is extremely unlikely in the short term, continuous monitoring is crucial for forecasting and preparing for potential future events. Preparation is essential to mitigate risks and ensure the safety of local populations in the event of future emergencies. To put the impact of the Toba eruption into perspective, it is crucial to consider that an event of such magnitude shapes not only the physical environment, but also the evolutionary history of humanity. Studies of the Toba eruption and its consequences contribute to our understanding of the dynamics of climate change and the evolution of species, including humans. The Toba eruption, in fact, represents a unique example of how a single natural event can have long-term global consequences. By analyzing the sediments and geological traces left by the eruption, scientists have been able to reconstruct not only the immediate impact on the climate, but also how these changes influenced life on the planet for millennia. This eruption, with its destructive power, helped shape the course of evolution, influencing natural selection and the dynamics of human and animal populations. In summary, the Toba supereruption is a global event with profound and lasting effects on the climate, environment, and human populations. This extraordinary event demonstrates the destructive power of nature and the importance of understanding Earth's geological history to address future challenges. That said, I hope I have provided you with a clear and in-depth understanding of some of the most fascinating and complex aspects of the Toba supereruption and its impact on Earth and human populations. Stay tuned to discover more curiosities in upcoming videos. See you soon!